Hey, what's up? How you doing today? Working on this small radiator fan on this '06 Volkswagen Jetta. So the '05 to 2011 should all be about the same. Um, Small radiator fan was not working at all. Didn't have any air conditioning. Didn't have any AC at all. So I found out this one wasn't working after I got it good and hot. Got the engine good and hot, revving it up 2,000 RPM, sitting still for a better part of an hour or so and driving it. But sure enough, this brush was stuck, and not even stuck that bad. So I don't know why these are prone to sticking like that. They just get in a bind, I guess, or maybe this one gets hotter than that one for some reason. But anyway, you just want to take it apart. I didn't use anything fancy. They have little like crimped pinch points on there. It's not screwed together or welded or anything. So I just used this little old Chinese drill with a cutoff wheel, and you don't have to grind on. You might could just grind on one of them. There's three, and you might be able to get away with just popping it off. You just need a small pocket screwdriver to get it started, or maybe a strong work knife blade of some sort, just to start cracking this cover all open, and then work it open with another little bit bigger screwdriver. But it wasn't that hard. I ground on two of those crimp spots, and then the other one just kind of pulls out. But anyway, so I got the brush freed up. Now this is a cool design on these, in my opinion. That these little tabs right here, right there, that one right here on that, are holding the brushes in place for assembly. So when you get it together, then all you got to do is push on the back side of the brush to get the spring tension on the commutator, rotating round commutator. So I thought that was pretty cool. Whoever made these, I don't know where they're made in Mexico or what, but I thought that was a pretty good design. So that's easier than other brushes that you gotta hold in place while you assemble it. So I polished on the commutator here in the lathe, got it good and shiny. You might want to clean yours first, and I've cleaned out up in here. I don't know how to get the plastic fan off of there. I don't know if it's pressed on, screwed on, or what. I kind of tried a little bit, but I don't want to tear it up. So I'm just grabbing this with the lathe onto the round plastic part there. So anyway, but clean that good, polish it. I just used some fine sandpaper or some Scotch-Brite, whatever you call this scuff pad abrasive material. Shine it up good, and you can touch on that bearing, that shaft, into the shaft too. And then I'm going to use very, very light coat of this applied with a toothbrush just on the very end of the brush, maybe a little bit on that commutator, but if there's any excess buildup, I'll wipe it off, because you don't want too much of that in there. So anyway, then I use some this high temperature disc drum brake wheel bearing grease in there, packed it in good. I think there's a little extra space in the bottom of that. And then to get this thing back together, I don't know if I'm going to go with this high temp RTV silicone JB Weld brand or some of this quick steel extreme heat, which is basically the same thing as JB Weld, I think. So anyway, you could almost maybe use some of this, what I call HVAC strap. I might look into that, but I don't think there's a whole lot of pressure. It's not spring loaded or anything. This is just a bearing, holds the bearing there, and is a dust cover. So anyway, I'm gonna put it back together and test it, and then I'm probably gonna work on the big one too, double check it. It is working, but I'm not sure how well it's working, and so anyway, I may make a separate clip for that. So anyway, throwback to some good classic rock, man. Remember Jimmy Page and the voice Paul Rogers came together and made a good album one time. I guess they just made one album. I don't know. Anyway. I think that was their biggest hit off of that album. Satisfaction Guaranteed. Keep rocking.